Hey, what is up, you sexy beasts? GhostSickness, Tristan here, and today I wanted to make a rant talking about girls who hate their boyfriends. So I don't have a boyfriend, I don't hate my boyfriend, whatever, but there are tons of girls who get with a guy and stay with the guy even though they hate them, thinking that he'll change or just whatever. They stay with them for whatever reason, maybe because they're scared, to be without him or whatever. But there are girls in this world, I don't know why, who stay with their boyfriends in an unhappy relationship with girls or with guys that they do not like. And so this happens more frequently than it should. I kind of want to make this for the girls. Shout out to the girls who watch my channel. There's like 12% of you, but anyway, yeah. So girls, this video is for you and for the guys as well. I wanted to make a rant about this due to the fact that it bugs me, man. You have no right to complain at that point. And it's, well, as well for girls who date douchebags or girls who, sleep with douchebags and don't date them. It's like, well, you know what? That's your fault too. So don't always blame the guy. A lot of girls like to just blame the guys, and obviously those guys are at fault partially for, certain things like that, and I'll obviously take some of that, it totally makes sense. Like douchebag guys, it's definitely their fault, not the girls, but it's the girls' choice after that to stay with them. And I'm going to even go so far as being in abusive situations, when the girls are physically abused, in rare situations where they can't escape, but for the most part they can, they just choose not to. So anyway, guys, let me start this rant here. So bottom line is, the main point I'm going to drill home in this is get the fuck away, okay? I would much rather be in a happy, careful, an amazing, caring, happy relationship than a shitty one or no relationship any day of the fucking year, okay? This is where the cussing begins, guys. Basically, if you choose to be with a guy who's abusive to you or whatever, after a certain point, like, oh no, of course I'll change him, whatever, then that is your choice, and you no longer have your complaint card. That's just revoked. I'm just gonna take that away from you, where it's like, oh my god, my boyfriend's so abusive or whatever. You guys totally love the girl voice in the last video I did. I'll link in the description below. It's fantastic. Where I talked about what to do if a girl has a boyfriend. So anyway, girls who don't like their boyfriends, and, she'll be like, oh my god, my boyfriend, he hits me or whatever, he's a douche, he's always around other girls or whatever, and he just treats me like shit, he always calls me a bitch or whatever. Like, it could be literally anything wrong with the guy, and these girls will complain about it, and at that point, oh, so why don't you break up with him? I mean, no, I still love him or whatever. And then, like, that's the most common thing you hear is like, oh, I love him or whatever. And it's like, well, just because you love someone doesn't mean that you should be with them. You know what I mean? Like, you can love people, but there's got to be a point where you got to choose what's best for you. You got to choose what's best for you, okay? So honestly, if Mr. Bob Saget over here, or Mr. Bob Finangledob, treats you like complete shit, break the fuck up with him. Move on, okay? It's not that hard. I know it'll be hard right away when it first happens, but you will find somebody better who actually treats you like a fucking princess 100% of the time. And I love being treated like a princess. No, you'll definitely find someone who treats you like a princess and be with them, okay? It's really not that complicated. It's just, if you're in an unhappy relationship and you can't fix it, you can't do anything about it, you guys have talked, you guys have tried to work it out, and it just doesn't work out, get the fuck out of that relationship. That means you two are not compatible, and just leave, okay? Drop everything. If you have to take the kids, take the kids. I don't know how old you are, girls out there, but seriously, if you're with a boyfriend that you're not happy with, if you can't fix it, if you and him can't work it out, break the fuck up with him, because you need to realize something. You will not change him. You can change little itty bits about guys, but you cannot change their personality, how they treat you, and everything like that. Like, you can, like I said, you can tweak it a little bit. You can fine tune it. But if a guy's a douchebag, you're not just going to turn him into the nicest fucking guy ever. It's just not going to happen. I mean, you got to crack that whip pretty fucking hard. But I don't think you're going to get to that point. So the bottom line is, girls, do not be with a guy who treats you like shit. Always make sure you're with a guy who treats you right, treats you like, you're fucking an amazing princess or whatever 100% of the time. Not with a fucking douchebag who doesn't want anything good for you, who just treats you like shit, who's demeaning, physically abusive, anything like that. I'm going to go so far as to say that girls who decide, who have the option to leave, okay, I'm putting a little like disclaimer here. Girls who have the option to leave a physically abusive relationship and choose not to do it, are no longer able to complain about it. Obviously, he's still breaking the law. You can tell a police officer about that or whatever. But if you decide to stay with him for years and years, oh, he only hit me once. He only hit me once. Bullshit. You know he'll hit you again. It just depends when, you know. Oh, did you stay out too late with the girls or what the fuck ever? I don't know. You come home with dick smell on your breath or whatever, he's probably going to punch you, you know. It's like, it's just, you know, whatever. Yeah, that's a whole separate commentary, you know, men fighting back, men fighting women, that whole kind of, I can do a commentary on that if you guys want me to, but basically, guys, girls, if you are unhappy in a relationship and you can't fix it, get the fuck out of there, okay? The guy is obviously not doing you right, you're not doing yourself right at that point, you no longer have the room to complain, because I was working with a coworker, and she was like, asking me if I was dating this girl or whatever, and I was like, no, I'm not dating her, but yeah, or whatever. So she's like, oh, why aren't you dating her? Why aren't you dating her? I'm like, okay, well, we're friends with benefits right now. And we just don't really want to date right now. And so she's like, okay, well, you know, I'm with my boyfriend. And then she will like always complain about her boyfriend. And I was just like, okay, well, why are you still with him? And, you know, she pulled the love card and this kind of complicated, their living situation or whatever. But my point is this: I would rather be in an unhappy so I'd rather be in no relationship than an unhappy relationship. That's absolutely the way I function, man. It's so much better to be single. It's so much better to be on your own than it is to be fucking depressed and sad with someone that you love or with someone that you want to change or whatever like that. So girls, stop cracking your whip. Retire that thing. Find a good guy who treats you right and get with him. So guys, remember the fact that I fucking love you guys. Don't forget to smash the like button so we do 500 likes on this video. Hope you enjoyed the rant. I was a little nicer than I should have been. Maybe it's because the girl audience, you know, they kind of they're a smaller portion on my channel. I couldn't really offend too many of them, maybe. I mean, like, let's see what happens. But basically, guys, that's the home message of this video. Don't forget to smash that like button. Remember the fact that I love you. Bye.